Hey YouTube, Carlo here. Welcome to the vlog. This is the channel where we talk about sneakers, tech, and life. And for this episode, this is actually part 2 of our outlet raid, sneaker outlet raid. If you guys haven't watched our previous video where we picked 8 amazing sneakers from the Adidas Riverbanks outlet, make sure that you hit the link down below so you guys can catch it. For this episode, we're going to talk about over 12 sneakers under 5,000 pesos that were great buys over at the Nike outlet store in Riverbanks. Let's go! If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please make sure that you do so because we are drawing the winners of the Off-White Rastaclat bracelet and the 4 champion caps this coming Tuesday. So as of publishing of this video, which is on a Sunday evening, that's like 2 days away from now. So make sure that you guys are subscribed to the channel, make sure that you watch until the end of this video, and make sure that you hit the link down below for the rest of the mechanics. First up, we have one of the best running sneakers that you guys can get today. And when I say best, it's not hyperbole, it really is one of the best running sneakers. You can check all the reviews. I am talking about the Nike Pegasus 35. The Nike Pegasus 35 initially debuted with over a price tag of over 6,000 pesos. It's now being sold for just, wait for it, 3,700 pesos over at the Nike outlet store in Riverbanks, Marikina. So it's definitely a great deal if you guys are looking for a nice pair of running sneakers. Speaking of comfortable sneakers, the next pair is considered both a performance and a lifestyle. I consider it more of a day-to-day super comfortable sneaker. This, of course, is the Nike Presto Fly. The Nike Presto Fly is obviously, well, comes from the Presto line, and we actually did a review of the Nike Off-White Air Presto, so put the link down below if you guys haven't seen that yet, but that one is ridiculously overpriced. So if you just want the Presto comfort, you can go for this one, and this particular pair sells for just under 4,000 pesos, coming in at 3,971 pesos, which is great value for money considering the amount of comfort and style that you guys get out of this particular pair. 2 colorways available that you can pick from as well. The next pair is above 5,000 pesos, but I just had to include it in the list because I was a bit surprised, but really not. I'm not surprised because this particular shoe, the Nike Shocks or Shooks, I don't know how you pronounce it, Gravity, really wasn't my vibe, and I saw it just sitting and not a lot of people buying it when it came out a few months ago. So it's not that much of a big surprise. It's already in the outlet, selling for 5,700 pesos, down from the original price of a little over 7,000. All the Nike Air Huarache fans, we have the Nike Air Huarache Drift BR, if I'm not mistaken, coming in at 4,700 pesos to 5,200 pesos. Different models, different colorways, different Huaraches, depending on, again, the price depending on the actual model and the color. But yeah, most of them fall within the 4,700 to 5,200 range. There's an all-white one. There's a black-white one, which we're calling the Stormtrooper. There's a black one. So yeah, just take your pick. There are a lot of Huaraches there at great prices. For all the Nike Cortez fans, we have the Nike Cortez in leather in white. And this one is selling for just 4,100 pesos. So if you have narrow feet and you are looking for an everyday beater, a stylish beater at that, this is the one for you. Now let's go Air Force Ones, because this cannot be an outlet video if you do not talk about Air Force Ones. And for Air Force Ones, we have a bunch of Air Force One lows coming in at less than 4,000 pesos, priced at 3,971. So we have a purple version that reminds me a lot of Grimace. I think it's the NBA purple version of the Air Force One low with Nike written all over the laces. So that one, not really a fan of, but hey, it's there. It might be something that you guys might want to check out. There's also a black version, like a simple black Air Force One, priced in the similar range as well. The one that actually caught my attention that I actually wanted to buy but they didn't have size 12 was an Air Force One in leather in camo, priced at the same price at 3,971 pesos. Too bad that they didn't have my size. I would have copped that instantly if they had it in my size. There were also Air Force One Flyknit mids, prices ranging anywhere from 4,500 pesos to 5,300 pesos. So different colorways available. So yeah, if you guys are in the market for any kind of Air Force One, be it the lows or the mids, now might be a best time to pick one up over at the outlet store with the great prices. Now this pair has been haunting me for like months now. This is the Nike Dunk Low Flyknit in red. I think I saw this in the first outlet video that I did months ago, the one that did like over 100,000 views. And it's still here, so I'm not sure if I meant to get it, but for some reason I think the price keeps going on up and up, because I remember this being sold for like 3,000, Now it's like being sold for, let me check the price, 4,700 pesos. But yeah, still looks good, still looks nice. Maybe someday I'll end up copying it. We also have the Lunar Charge Essential. I think it's more of a performance, like everyday lifestyle sneaker, but you can also use it to run because it is the Lunar Charge. This one sells for 4,300 pesos. Looks really good. I mean, for the price, it looks fantastic. The technology is good. It's not the very best that Nike has, but overall, it's still a great buy. And speaking of sneakers that look amazing, that are great for running, but not necessarily top tier, you have the Dual Tone Racer, and this one sells for 3,700 pesos in black and green. Colorway is amazing, easy to style, super comfortable, and it's definitely worth looking into. There were also a bunch of Air Maxes, and I won't go through, belabor you guys with the entire list of Air Maxes that were there. The one that probably stood out the most was the Air Max 90. I'm not sure if it's called the Black Ops, but it's like the black and green colorway. And it sold for around 5,000 pesos. Almost copped it again, but yeah, I'm trying to be more selective with the sneakers that I buy because I just have so much lately, and I'm actually trying to sell as many sneakers that I can to be able to free up some space in this room. So yeah, it's a great sneaker. Would have copped it if I had some more space. Those were the sneakers that were selling for less than or around the price range of 5,000 pesos. But there were also a bunch of new additions at 25% off of fairly recent sneakers that you guys might find interesting. Let's start it off with the Air Force 270. This is the one with the green and the red colorway. So I have like a bright red colorway for the air unit at the back. Now this one originally sold, I think, for a little over 8,000 pesos if I'm not mistaken. It's now selling for 6,000 pesos, which is great value for money if you are in the market for an Air Force 270. It's a nice colorway. They actually had the gray version, the gray wool version back then, so they replaced it now with a new colorway. Speaking of 270s, we also have a bunch of Air Max 270s already at the outlet store. The blue and yellow colorway, which I'm calling the Wolverine colorway, is already selling for 6,500 if I'm not mistaken, or 6,400, down from the price of 8,500 because it was a Flyknit pair. So yeah, if it was something that caught your attention back then and you didn't pull the trigger, now might be the best time to do so since it's just sitting there. There was also, I think, like an all-white version and a bunch of other colors that you guys can pick from. Air Max 270s over at the outlet store. There are also two colorways of the Vapor Max Utility selling at 7,000 pesos, down from the original price of around 9,000 pesos. So it is more comfortable from then compared to your traditional Vapor Max because it has like an additional layer in between the air bubbles and the actual midsole. So you guys might want to check it out if you are a Vapor Max fan. So yeah, those are all the interesting sneakers that we saw, and ultimately I think the lesson boils down to this. A lot of the sneakers that are in the outlet now were actually sneakers that were available in actual retail stores 6 months ago. So this is where you see the life cycle of a sneaker. If you guys do not want to spend as much for a particular sneaker that's just sitting, wait it out. Give it 6 months, give it a few months, and eventually check out the outlet store and you will find that particular pair, that at least that silhouette, maybe not in the color that you want, but most definitely you will find like general release silhouettes in the outlet store at fantastic prices. I mean, like a few months ago or last year, I really didn't think that Air Max 270s would hit the outlet stores or the Air Force 270s. But hey, guess where we are now? We're seeing all of them, or at least most of them, hit the outlet stores. And the outlet stores aren't even that super far from at least where I live. Riverbanks is just like 15-20 minutes away if there's no traffic. With traffic, it's probably around 30 to 45 minutes. But my point is, if you can afford to wait, if you can use time as your ally, then you're better off just, waiting a few months so that you can get a better price, a better deal for the sneakers that you want. Now again, let me just remind you that this is part 2 of our outlet raid upload for this weekend. I actually uploaded an Adidas outlet raid featuring 8 sneakers under 5,000 pesos, also at the same store in Riverbank. So make sure that you guys catch that episode out. I'll put the link down below again just so you guys can watch it if you guys haven't seen it yet. So I hope you're all having a great, I hope you all had a great weekend. It is Sunday evening, and I hope you all were able to spend like great time with your family. And again, last bit of advice, one of the best things about going to outlet malls is if you go with family, if you go with friends. So if you are going sneaker shopping, make sure that you bring your family along, because not only do you get to buy really great sneakers at fantastic deals, you get to bond with your kids, you get to bond with your family, making it a fantastic family activity. That's it for now. I hope you all have a great week ahead, guys. Peace. God bless.
This is the Sneaker Files, and my name is Slick Rick. This is probably a Yeezy that no one has ever seen. If you guys are wondering what this show is all about, well, it's all about a lifestyle. Depending on who's wearing this shoe, it's a life and a style.
So this is a good entry shoe. It won't feel too snug, and the sole is really nice.
Soon on Hyper Channel on Signal.